white coats. Let's get to it, Dr. Russell. How did this come about?
Yeah.
What is it? How did it come about?
Yeah, so essentially so I went to an HBCU. I went to Southern University. One of my best friends, Philip Thomas, went to North Carolina A&T. We both were getting our PhD in the same lab. I finished before him. I ended up at Tulane. And he came down to visit me from New York because we got our PhDs at NYU School of Medicine. And when he came down, we took a trip over to the Whitney Plantation. And I brought my young daughter with me, Malia, because I thought this was a moment. This was a history moment she needed to experience. And so we went and we experienced it. And on our ride back, Malia, interrupted a conversation between Philip and I and said, "Dad," I said, "What's up, Malia?" She said, "I finally understand why it's important and how it's a big deal that you all are Black doctors in America." I was like, I've been trying to tell you that forever. Like, I've been trying to put you on game for a long time, but I'm proud that you figured it out. But now I want to know why, right? Because we just left the plantation. I want to know why. Like, where this come from? And she was like, well, just think about it. We just left a plantation where at one time, Black people couldn't be free. They couldn't be accountants. They couldn't be lawyers. They couldn't be doctors. They couldn't be firefighters. They couldn't be anything. And if they tried to be anything, they get killed. And now I'm riding in the car with two of y'all, two scientists. At the time, I hadn't even started med school yet, and so that kind of, first of all, that moment rocked my world. But then I looked over at Philip and was like, yo, I got an idea. I was like, I think if we came here in all Black with our white coats on, and we took a photo in front of these slave quarters, we could illustrate 400 years of history and how far we've come in one image, and it's gonna be iconic. Obviously, I talked to Sydney, I talked to Gabrielle Usa-Ansa.
So, let's stop for a second. So, Dr. Sydney, so Dr. Russell calls you. He says, I have this idea. We're going to take a photo on a plantation. How did you respond?
Okay, so what's the date so I can clean my schedule? Like, quite honestly, that's exactly how it went. It was, so when are we going to make this happen? What do you need me to do to make this happen? Yes, absolutely, 100%. And it's one of those
So
things.
You immediately got the significance and the heft of the moment.
Right. Absolutely, because you got to think about our experience thus far in medical school, right? So our experience thus far walking the halls and not being able to see a lot of the portraits that are on the wall that look like us, or us not being able to throw a rock and hit a mentor that may look like us. We actually worked on a project right before that called #Project Reachback, where we were trying to connect underrepresented minority students and their mentors. So I was like, absolutely, this is just going to elevate anything that we've experienced in our 2 short years of medical school. And there are going to be so many people who can relate to that, so many people who are moved by that. So again, when do I need to clear my schedule? Because we're going to make that.
Yes, Dr. Sydney, Dr. Russell, I love both of you. Both of you get it. And you get it in ways that just make me proud to know that Black people like you exist on the planet. But you guys took this photo. First of all, your daughter is the reason that this happened. Her. She's been here before. Apparently, she agreed.
She agreed.
This is not her first time on this planet. I'm telling you. So her wisdom, her savant-like ability to understand the significance of what she was in. I'm totally. What's her name, by the way?
Malia Ann.
I'm just, anyway. So out from her savant awareness comes this photo. This photo goes absolutely viral. I mean, it's everywhere. I saw it when I didn't even know the two of y'all. Everybody saw it. And I guess what I want to ask you, Dr. Russell, is the easy question to ask you would be, did you know it was going to go viral? I mean, of course you didn't know. Here's the better question. Why do you think it went viral?
I think it went viral because for everyone who saw it, the one thing you could take in was this very vile, like deleterious system that was literally designed to kill us. Like not just, shackle us and just work us. No. They wanted to destroy our existence. And it didn't work. It didn't work. That's the best feeling in the world. It didn't work. It didn't work. I remember seeing this caption saying, you tried to bury us, but you didn't know we were seeds. And I think that's literally what you're seeing. You're seeing you got to take into account this system you put in place, right? That was literally supposed to kill us, didn't work. And not only that, you see a collective of promising, brilliant, like unopposed Black doctors, unapologetically Black, that you know you're gonna have to deal with for at least the next 40 years. If you don't have to deal with anyone else, you know you're gonna have to deal with. You know.
Listen, I got to take a break, but I'm here for everything you just said. All that. Hashtag all of that. That's how good that was, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. Tyler Carter is writing. He says, he's tweeting us and said, Dear Dr. Leday, do you realize how impactful this decision was on how many people, specifically Black kids, that the 15 white coats will inspire? They want to salute you. You know, it's an amazing thing. Dr. King is an amazing figure, but he's more amazing when you realize that this country never intended for us to be free. It never intended for us to be free or to learn how to read. But when he showed up, the nation had to submit its customs and its laws to the great-grandson of the slave.
Hey.